All right, here we go. Little drill sesh with Mike in October. Still get some real good weather. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and so is Mike. All right, here we go. We are just playing a game to 5. Really, we're trying to focus on consistency and trying to wait until our partner or opponent, whatever, makes an unforced error. I did tell Mike, though, if I saw his paddle down, that I was going to try and fire away. One of the big things that I'm trying to hammer home across the board, no matter who you are, is keep your paddle up and almost pretend like you're going to get attacked every single point. Yes, if we're talking seesaw and your opponent, their paddle is up, you want to be down. But in general, when I say your paddle up, I mean more your paddle is out and ready. All right, here we go. We'll go through a couple of more drills, but really we're focusing on paddle position for the first couple. Year of the lob, 2023. Not really, but kind of. This whole year I've been working on aggressive serves and adding a lob to my game. A few of those balls, I think, depend on your partner and how much you two are moving well together, or I guess not well. Pretend like you have the worst partner in the world. Pretend like they're the most passive partner ever, and you got to cover their weaknesses or the middle. Yeah, I have no idea why I hit that with my left hand. Probably been coaching with my left hand a little too much. Good flick. Good spot. All right. Next drill, more of a warm-up, but we're just going to go fast hands here for about 90 seconds. Mike, I really want you to pay attention to what your arm, hand, and paddle do after every single shot. After about 30 seconds, watch what my paddle and hand and arm do after every shot. It is one of the hardest habits to break, but if you can always have it out and ready, or at least seesawing, life will get a whole lot better. 5, 2 live, and then 3, 2. Okay, so after about 90 seconds of fast hands, essentially what this is it takes fast hands, which is fairly cooperative and patty cake-like, and we're going to turn it into a game-like scenario. So after 5 successful volleys, one of us will say live, or really just whenever it's the 5th one, anything goes. You can reset and block. You can keep firing away and turn up the pace, or you can lob, whatever your brain feels that it has the least risk at accomplishing its goal, which should be what? Either to score or to put yourself in the best possible position to score. Me personally, if I can't hit down at the ball, then I'm just going to reset it. The only other time I'm going to fire away is maybe if my opponent's on the move and they give me some space. Otherwise, reset, use the kitchen to your advantage. Okay, now let's go into a little bit more of a transition game where you're going to be driving the ball at me to start. I'm going to try and either block or counter punch, and then we play the point out. Ideally, if you're going to drive the ball, you want to gain some space, but not move too quickly, especially if I can attack it down at your feet. If you're going to drop the ball, you really only want to be coming in if my paddle is going down. Why? Because, oh, baby. Why? Because if my paddle is going down, that means I'm reaching low and I'm hitting up. What this allows you to do is not have to defend your feet. If they are hitting up, it's almost impossible to hit your feet. Okay. This is a little bit more advanced technique, but anytime I get hit out wide, meaning the outside quadrant of my half, and I don't see my opponent flow out wide with me, I'm going to fire down the line. Now, it is good to flow with the ball and cover that line. People don't really expose down the line until you get to the higher levels, but there's a tails to every heads. So whenever you get a ball that goes to your outside quadrant and you don't see your opponent flow, practice and practice and practice again hitting down the line. Exposing them down the line just one time in a game will also open up the middle. Okay, here we go. Here is a block. Whenever I get an opponent that drives a lot and doesn't crash in quickly, if I can, I'm going to keep my paddle up. And then the moment, probably not even the second, I make contact, I have a very loose grip, and I'm going back and down just a little bit, trying to be a shock absorber to the ball. Right here, I saw your paddle start to drop. And even though you got a handle on it or a paddle on it, it still did have a little bit too much oomph because of the amount of paddle swing you had. All right, here we go. All the marbles. What you got, Mike? I am being patient at your feet, defending against the roll. We'll call it a tie and move on to the next thing. All right, beautiful people, please like and subscribe, and Danny will join us on the next one.